Hi, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. I'm Muhammad Rafai bin Bakri and my teammate is Muhammad Imran bin Abu Bakar. We'll present about the fascinating physics of everyday life, which is we choose the topic of Bernoulli principle. The introduction of Bernoulli principle. Bernoulli theorem is a fluid dynamic relation among the pressure, velocity, and elevation in a moving fluid, liquid or gas, the compressibility and viscosity, internal friction of which are negligible, and the flow of which is steady or laminar. First derivative is 1738 by a Swiss mathematician Daniel Bernoulli. The theorem states in effect that the total mechanical energy of the flowing fluid, comprising the energy associated with the fluid pressure, the gravitational potential of energy elevation, and the kinetic energy of fluid motion, remains at constant. Bernoulli theorem is the principle of energy conservation for either fluids in steady or streamlined flow and is the basis of many engineering applications. And describe the phenomena, which is the phenomena that we can use for the Bernoulli principle, which is aircraft flying. Aircraft, which is for example, fire jet or aeroplane, and another aircraft which is like helicopter, like that. The aircraft flying. An aircraft is a vehicle that is able to fly and gain support from the air. It counters the force of gravity by using either static lift or by using the dynamic lift of an airfoil, or in a few cases in downward thrust from jet engines. Common example of aircraft which is include airplanes, helicopter, and airship. Next, I'm going to talk about how the planes fly. The force of flight at any given time, there are four forces acting upon an aircraft. These forces are lift, weight, gravity, drag, and thrust. Lift is the key of aerodynamic force that keeps object in the air. It is force that oppose weight. Thus, lift help to keep an aircraft in the air. Weight is a force that works vertically by pulling all objects, including aircraft, towards the center of the earth. In order to fly an aircraft, something lift needs to press the opposite direction of gravity. The weight of an object controls how pressure lift will need to be. Lift is that pressure. Drag is mechanical force generated by the interaction and contact of a solid body, such as a plane with a fluid. And finally, the thrust is the force generated by the engine of an aircraft in order for the aircraft to move forward. The example and how to discuss the theory behind the phenomena, which is as we know, aircraft using the Bernoulli principle that help explain that an aircraft can achieve lift because of the shape of its wing. They are shaped so that air flows faster over the top of the wing and slow underneath the wing. Fast moving air equals low air pressure, while slow moving air equals high air pressure. And the high air pressure underneath the wing will therefore push the aircraft up through the lower air pressure. Example that we can experiment at home or at college, which is make a piece of paper into a simple bridge and get the bridge to rise up while blowing under it. And the result, when we blow it, we blow across the paper and it went up rather than down. When we blew under the bridge, and the bridge went down rather than up. And then we blew between the extremes and they move in, not out. So how is this happen? The fast moving breath that less push, less air pressure than the still air below the paper. The still air with the greater pressure push up into the low pressure area. It lifts the paper out with it. And lastly, these interesting results are due to the Bernoulli effect. Remember, it because it play an important role in our ability to fly.
Okay, hey, hi and assalamualaikum. Thank you for Rafai, and my name is Muhammad Ibrahim Haziq, and I will continue. Okay, next is the awareness to public related to life safety. Okay, as we know, when it comes to the Bernoulli principle, it relates to the aircraft flight. Passenger of the aircraft will actually getting risk of fall when they taking the flight. So how does the Bernoulli principle is applied and help the passenger experiencing fall risk when the flight takes off? Okay, firstly, Bernoulli principle is applied when the design of the airplane are in aerodynamic structure. It causes when the pressure of air move around things with aerodynamic shape. There are four forces help with air move around the plane, which are lift, weight, thrust, and drag. Okay, as we can see in the picture, there is two sides, which is upper streamline and lower streamline. Okay, so the upper is low pressure with high velocity, and the low is high pressure with low velocity, and the back is longer distance, and the lower down is shorter distance. Okay, for instance, the air moving over the curved upper surface of the wing will travel faster and thus produce less pressure than the slower air moving across the flatter underside of the wing. The difference in pressure creates lift, which is a force of flight that is caused by the imbalance of high and low pressure. Okay, then the shape of the airplane wings is what made it able to fly. Airplane wings are curved on top and flatted on the bottom. That shape makes airflow over the top faster than under the bottom, so less air pressure is on the top of the wing. This condition makes the wing and the airplane is attached to move up. Using curve to change air pressure is a trick used on many aircraft. Other than that, helicopter rotor blades and lift for kites are also caused by curve shape. Therefore, as we can see, the uses of Bernoulli principle are related to human safety due to risk of fall. Thus, the airplane will not fall by the gravity attraction. Bernoulli principle helps the plane to maintain their position when the plane is in the air. Okay, move on to the conclusion. Bernoulli principle, also called as the Bernoulli effect, is one of the most important results in study of fluid dynamics relating to the speed of the fluid to the fluid pressure. Other than that, Bernoulli principle helps explain that an aircraft can achieve lift because of the shape of its wing. There are shapes so that the air flows faster over the top of wing and slower underneath. Fast moving air equals to low air pressure, while slow moving air equal high air pressure. This might not seem particularly important, but as the huge range of phenomena it helps to explain shows, the simple rule can reveal a lot about the behavior of the system. Fluid dynamics is the study of moving fluid, and so it makes sense that the principle and its accompanying equation, which is Bernoulli equation, come up quite regularly in the field. And that is all from us. Thank you.